big training session this evening ahead of Sunday's game against Featherstone, but just having a feel around the camp today, it feels like a real positive mood, unsurprisingly so from Sunday.
Yeah, the lads are still pumped, so it's good. They put a lot into that second half, so yeah, just trying to bring them back down now and get them focused for this game.
Yeah, I was going to ask that. I mean, naturally, the guys are going to be on a high, but is it maybe just a scenario where you just need to just calm them back down and say, look, brilliant performance, but it don't stop there?
Yeah, we always say it, not too high when we win, not too low when we lose. So, and I said it a few weeks ago, didn't I? There's a long way to go in the season, and we're by no means out of the woods yet. So, yeah, message is keep working hard.
And again, we were just speaking beforehand. What I'm sure the message is for the players, or the thing that you want more than anything, is to take that first half performance against Widnes, when you said that was some of the best rugby you've seen us play all season, and then of course that second half against Sheffield, which was quite spectacular, because if you piece those two together, you're going to be a match for anyone.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, you're right. We've kind of jigsawed some good pieces together, haven't we, since the York game? So, yeah, I think so. I just think we dropped off our intensity this week. We've been really good. The Dewsbury game, the York game, and the Widnes game. The intensity from the start was excellent, really, really good. And this week there was a little bit of a fear of we might just dip off in intensity, just from a few bits I'd seen in the week. And although you don't want to plant those seeds in the heads of the players, that was exactly how it unfolded, really. So you're absolutely right. We want to start the game fast, get that intensity back that we've had the previous weeks, and hopefully, yeah, put on the bolt on that second half that we had against Sheffield as well.
So how do we go about finding that consistency? Because ultimately, Mike, that's your job, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's we're still piecing together good performances, but all year we've had some patches in games where we've been good as well. So it's just about extending that, really. And I'll come back to that word confidence. It's just building confidence, and the lads have had 2 good results now. They've had another 2 very good performances. So out of those 4 games, a lot of confidence the lads can take. And I think we don't dwell on those lulls in the games, if you like. We identify them, but it's just about just not making too much of a meal of it, just trying to learn from those areas, and hopefully, we'll piece together an 80-minute performance yet this year.
And so many positive performances on Sunday, so many individual moments of brilliance, I suppose, and obviously the collective team effort as well. But one player I do want to ask you about is Ilias Makani. Mike, in the last month or so, maybe even longer, we can see it in terms of the output in the tries that he's scoring, but his all-round performances, I mean, I'm purely speaking as a fan here. When I'm watching those games, I think he's been outstanding.
He's been unbelievable, and he's the stuff he does for me that you guys don't see. It's been unbelievable as well. So he's given me so much support. I've known Ilias a long time, so he's one of the first people I met when I came to the club, actually, as one of our juniors. So I'm really happy for him, and happy to have him back at the club, and to see the way he's performing now for us. And yeah, I just feel very lucky to have him. The support he's giving me, and what he's doing for the team as well, is been unbelievable. Yeah.
And the position he plays, I mean, sometimes it can go long periods without getting much of the ball, or not being involved much. But I was stood with our stats guy Sam on Sunday, and he said that the numbers that he's been putting in terms of his carrying and his progressive runs, they've been right up there. So maybe it's important that sometimes to point out that the things that maybe aren't obvious to everybody else, he's still producing incredible performances.
Yeah, absolutely. And Paul Ulberg was the same as well. And Paul Ulberg was that good, 3 or 4 weeks ago, that teams are kicking away from him, which brings Ilias into the game as well. So it's just great having a really good back three. We've got Ilias on one side, Paulie on the other, Alex Walker at full back. So we've got an excellent back three. So they're all doing a great job.
Let's talk about then the opponents this weekend. It's Featherstone. Goes without saying, it's going to be a difficult game. But I suppose if ever you are going to play a team like Featherstone, it's going into the game in the confidence that the guys have got, right? Yeah,
possibly so. Yeah, I mean, I think I said it after Widnes, didn't I? That we just expect improvement in performance every week, irrelevant of who we're playing. So yeah, we're not getting too carried away with who we're playing. We'll focus more on ourselves. Featherstone are an excellent team. They've used a lot of players in the last 3 games that they've played. 26 players they've used in the last 3 weeks, and they're 26 very good players too. So we know they've got strength in depth there. We don't know exactly what team they'll put out, but we know it'll be a strong team. So trying to second guess that, you'd be a bit of a fool, really. We just need to focus on ourselves and keep getting better.
And then on the ground where we're playing at, we're back at Ebbsfleet again this weekend. We've got 100% records. You must be confident and you must have enjoyed that experience. Because again, speaking purely from a personal perspective, it was a great stadium, great facilities, and a really welcoming, day, which was topped off with the perfect result.
Yeah, they were great, weren't they, as in hosting us. They knew exactly what we wanted from the day, and Damien there, the CEO, it helps. He's a rugby league man on ground level, so from an operational standpoint, it couldn't have been much better from what I could see, and then to get the performance as well, married in nicely for a great day for the club. But yeah, it's been nice to go back straight after last week, because we went there for the first time as a team on the Saturday and had a team run and got the anxiety out the way in terms of the apprehension of travelling there. People travelled some on the train, some drove for the first time, so we digested that now. We know what it's about in terms of preparation, and this week everything should be a little bit slicker.
And of course, we had good numbers down there on Sunday. We want everyone to come back again, and for anyone who was maybe thinking about last time but maybe didn't, to have a look at that result and listen to the people that came down last week, and we can promise them entertainment, right?
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, rugby league's an unbelievable game, isn't it?
Yeah.
And if you don't come back off the back of that, or you're not interested off the back of that game, then I don't know what will get you involved in the game. So yeah, hopefully so. Again, I just want the players to put the best foot forward and do themselves proud, and if we do that, I'm sure no matter what the result is, it'll be a good spectacle for the fans.